It's about Dwight Howard. So Dwight Howard has been sued, right? He's been sued. Okay, I'll just read the situation and then we'll get along. Reuters Online obtained court documents where the man named Stephen Harper claims that Dwight Howard forced him to participate in a threesome in Atlanta in his home, at his Atlanta home, in July 2021. Oh God, here we go. So Stephen claims that he initially reached out to Dwight via Instagram on DM on May 29, 2021. So hold up one second. So it went down July, but you first started talking in May. So you talked about a month. You know what I mean? Wasn't something that just happened in May and then May 30th it happened. This is something that took a while to go down. You know what I mean? So there's a negotiation here, and so here we go. He said, according to Stevens, according to Steven, Dwight responded in the DM with a devil emoji. Oh. He said the two continued to message in exchange of direct messages. Dwight eventually asked for more information about Steven, who gave him his name and his main Instagram account. So the guy had a burner. So Steven had the burner, and he reached out to Dwight, and Dwight and him going back and forth. Shout out to Dwight Howard. Nothing wrong with it so far, okay? Nothing wrong with it. You get what you get. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of this whole DM stuff anyway, isn't it? So you guys be slipping in the DM, all right? Nothing to see here. He said, Dwight eventually asked him for more information, blah, blah, blah. He said things escalated pretty quickly from there, according to Steven. Steven claims that Dwight asked him to send nudes and sexually explicit video pics because he's into freaky stuff. Here we go. You feel it, right? You feel it like we're going down this road, right? You feel like we're going down the road. Let's focus. So far, nothing to see here, guys. Nothing to see here. A little freaky. Nothing wrong with a little freaky, okay? Nothing wrong with a little freaky. Hold up, but this is not it. It says screenshots included in the lawsuit allegedly showed Dwight telling Steven, "Now, I want you to know I am not like gay or anything." What's the anything is what I want to know. I would have been happy if he just say, I'm not gay. And then I was like, okay, well then you're bi. You may not want to identify as the gay label. Got it. You know what I'm saying? And everyone has the right to identify how they want to. It was the anything that bothers me. Like, so what is anything? Is it that he doesn't know how to identify the anything? So you just say anything, right? So he identifies as a heterosexual. Okay, fine. He goes on to say, I just a little nasty sometimes. I don't want to offend you. Oh gosh, I don't know what to say. What do you say to someone that says that? It says, according to the lawsuit, there's so much more. Hold up, there's so much more. Why do you put this at the end of the show? I hate you, Gio. I hate you. This is juicy. So the Dwight continues to exchange text messages, and several of which included sexually explicit content, including video, photos and videos. Oh, so my God, is he touching his penis and stuff on the video and things? Not that would make, I'm just saying, you're just curious to see it, right? What is he working with? Everyone wants to know. I don't care how he identifies, I just want to see it. You know what I mean? And does he play with his butt? That's what I want to know. It's nothing. It's just something I want to know. I'm not judging him for it. I don't care what he does. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm not judging, but I'm judging at how good is he at it? You know what I'm saying? He's got good technique. Is it round? Does it have hairy on? Is it hairy or is it clean? You know what I mean? Does it have dingleberries? We know there's some that have dingleberries on them. We're not going to mention any names. You know what I mean? But this is where it gets a little serious. This is when it gets serious. He said the alleged assault occurred on July 19, 2021, when Dwight contacted Steven to tell him that he was thinking about that meet. So Dwight contacted the Stephen to tell him he was thinking about that meat. That's a quote. I keep telling y'all there's nothing wrong with putting a penis in your mouth. Listen, a lot of men are very attracted to what they see when they see another man's penis. They can act like they don't, but they're attracted to it. Now, you may not have to be gay for that. You could be pansexual, you could be bisexual, you could be something else. Search for the label, boo-boo, okay? Just search for the label. But this is an assault, so this is different. This is, you didn't hurt you when someone said, I don't want that, or when they stopped that, you continue to go. So this is not even about sex, this is power. Okay, get into it. In the lawsuit, Stephen says that Dwight Howard told him that his son was asleep, but he was alone. Oh my God, you're doing it in the other room with your son in there. Oh, go ahead. Oh, that's a freaky deaky, isn't it? Okay, so Dwight also noted that Stephen would have been gone before everyone woke up. So they were going to do this at night. So Stephen took to an Uber to Dwight's place, and while en route, Stephen received a text from the baller asking if he wanted to go with a threesome with a dude or a girl. So he was willing to have a couple of penises in the bedroom at this particular point, but he wanted to do something clearly in the multiple, like a threesome or an orgy. So Stephen says that he declined the offer for a threesome. After, they don't like to hear no. This is the problem. This is the problem with men with power. They don't like to hear no, you know? After arriving to Dwight's home, Stephen said that when he went to the bedroom, he removed his clothes and engaged in consensual kissing. Yeah. Stephen says that they talked for about 40 minutes, and then Dwight steered the conversation into a sexual nature. Okay, he's getting to the next level. He said he also noticed that Dwight was on his phone texting someone. A few minutes later, a man arrived dressed as a woman and called themselves Kitty. Okay, so he's into that too. I mean, I don't see the problem with him into any of this. The lawsuit alleges that Dwight wanted Stephen Harper to have a threesome with him and Kitty. Fine. Well, Stephen says that he told Dwight that he wanted to leave, but the former NBA star convinced him to stay. At this point, Kitty turned on an adult film and they began to have oral sex on Dwight. When Dwight attempted to coach Stephen into participating, he said he shook his head and said no, and then verbally said no. Stephen said Dwight became angry when he told him to stop. Dwight allegedly told Stephen he was going to do whatever and he was going to like it. Oh, see, this is about power. I keep telling you, it's not about the sex. He can get the sex. It's the power. Stephen Harper says that he feared Dwight and Kitty would harm him if he resists sexual advances. This is what the lawsuit reads. Defendant stood up, towering over Harper, and grabbed Mr. Harper by the thighs, forcibly removing Harper's underwear, held Harper down, and performed non-consensual oral sex on Mr. Harper. Mr. Harper was in fear of imminent bodily harm when he was pinned down and forced to remain in place while the defendant continued to sexually assault him. According to Stephen, Dwight stopped when he realized he was not getting aroused and ordered him to the bed. Oh God. The lawsuit states that once they were on the bed, Kitty penetrated Dwight, who forced Stephen to perform oral sex on him. Oh no! So basically, he was, Kitty was doing the do, and he was forcing you to give him a blowjob while that was happening. Stephen said when it was over, he immediately got dressed and called an Uber. He said he felt extremely violated and humiliated and was in complete shock. When he tried to leave, Dwight allegedly ordered Kitty to take Stephen Harper home. The lawsuit accuses Dwight of assault, battery, and intentional infliction, which I think he did. And to be honest with you, I'm sorry, Dwight, but you need to be held accountable for this one. Why is it's like, here we are, we're about to celebrate the fact that you probably were having a really great sexual experience, and then you mess it up with all this forcing and assaults and stuff, and forcing people to do things, And you forced to have, you wanted to give him a blowjob. You didn't want it. You wanted to give it. You wanted to do what you wanted to do. It didn't arouse him because he's, scared half to death. Who can get hard when they're scared? You know what I mean? Well, some people can. It happens. There's science behind it. And so then, whatchamacallit? Then you go this far. I'm done. I'm done. Dwight Howard, you're done. Find out what's going on with the case. We'll wait. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty. But from this evidence, right now we're gonna pan it. Okay, just put him over here in the corner. And shout out to being a part of the mafia, by the way. We'll talk about that another time. Your internalized situation over there, okay? I know you can't be out because of the ballers, the rest of the ballers, Clearly, we see that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? We dealt with that with the toxic masculinity clip I got up there. You can't be open. Got it. You know what? Screw you, okay? And this guy, Steven, take this case that you have. You've done the right thing, and we'll wait for it to be adjudicated. We'll find out what we'll do after that, okay? All right, everyone, I'm done. I'm so pissed off. Shout out to Gio for doing that. You pissed us off at the end. Oh. Check out full episodes of Raw and Uncut, Monday through Friday, 7 to 11, live streaming on We Are You Radio. Or hit the link in the bio to download the We Are You Radio app, or for the Anchor podcast link. Comment, subscribe, and thanks for listening to Raw and Uncut on We Are You Radio, the Urbans of the Pride.